and yet you were still getting criticised. It was almost like, well, it's got to be your fault, even though you scored all the goals. Were you as bemused as I was that you were becoming the focal point for the criticism?
I think it's easy to point out when you want to cover other things, to point out Cristiano Ronaldo. It's easy. Everyone knows that press, they wanna put me in the first page because they know they will sell more, the dressing will be different. And I'm used to live like that because, I was 37, I know and I learn many things. When you are in the down of the wave, when you are in the top of the wave, you don't realize and you don't see things that you don't see before, which is I appreciate, to have bad moments, to see which people is in your side, who criticize you more, because they're looking for that. They don't like to see successful people. The people only try to bring negativism. And I felt the last 4 or 5 months that not only for me, but even for my family as well, for Georgina, especially around the world, the press criticized me even more. Sometimes I don't understand why. Even Portuguese press, that they criticize me a lot. I don't understand, but I still believe that the jealousy is part of that. They want to cover many things that helps to shine other things. But listen, Piers, I know I'm 21 years in the top of the game, so I know how it takes. So for me, it's not a problem. It's hard when you are a little bit down to listen to this criticism.
Do you read it all? Do you read newspapers? Do you read social media?
A good thing that I have, I don't like to read because I know 90% of the times they lie, they are garbage. The press, they are garbage. Not all of them, but most of them. They don't say the truth. And they lie, they constant lie and they constant attack me and my family. They're always negativism against my family. Why I'm gonna read? Because I know they try to make me feel bad, me and my family, which is something hard to deal. But in the end of the day, I understand, but it's really, really hard.
The problem you have is you're too famous. You are the most followed human being on Instagram that you have, I just checked, 495 million followers. I have just under 2 million on Instagram. 8 million on Twitter, so I'm catching you on Twitter slowly, but 400, you're nearly at 500 million followers on Instagram. I mean, that's insane. You're bigger than all the Kardashians put together.
It's good. It's good. I feel proud for that. It means a lot for me because it means that people like me too. I'm charismatic, I think. Why I'm the number one? Sometimes I ask that question to myself. Why me and not another one?
Why do you think it is?
To be honest, not just only because I play good football, because everyone knows, but I think the rest is relevant. You have to be charismatic. People have to feel some connection with you. I think to be good-looking helps too.
I have the same problem. Yeah, I feel the same way.
To be honest, Chris, I don't know the real reason, but I think I'm charismatic and I'm a appetitive fruit. I don't know if we...
A what?
A fruit that people want to bite.
Yeah.
I don't know how you can say in English.
Any particular fruit or?
Let's say strawberry. But I don't know the reason.
I mean, what's incredible to me is the power you have.
This is
Appetite fruit.
Appetite fruit.
I don't know if it makes sense in English, but if it don't make sense, you learn.
I'll research appetite fruit, yeah. I mean, I have a pinned tweet, and it's you telling me I have good abdominals. Which is a very good observation. And it's only 10 seconds long. It's had 43 million views. So thank you. Because 43 million people have heard the guy who actually has got good abdominals tell me I've got good abdominals. But it showed me the sheer firepower you have in that world of social media. It's just extraordinary.
Is what I told you before. I have I have good things, which is you can sell your own product, let's say in that way, but you have to deal with many obstacles in your life.
So, do you care if people hate you? I mean, a lot of people love you, but obviously a lot of people don't. You're so big, you're going to get both. But do you care about the ones who hate Cristiano Ronaldo?
I care the people who like me. I'm not waste time for the people who don't like me. I think it's waste of time. These people, they are not interesting on my life. I like to be around the people who love me. I don't waste my time to see the criticize of people who is next to me, ex-players, for example.
I mean, one of your biggest critics has been, and I'm surprised about this.
Me too.
Wayne Rooney,
for example,
who you played with for many years very successfully, and were good friends with him, and yet all this year, 3 or 4 times, he's come out and attacked you in the media.
Pierce, I don't understand. You should ask this question to him, but I don't know. I don't know why he criticized me so bad, or I don't believe that he's jealous of me.
He says your behaviour is unacceptable. United should sell you. Blah 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 blah. I mean, it's Wayne Rooney. It's
surprised me. It was 1 year ago or 6 months ago here in my house. He pick up his kids here and invite Cristiano to go to his house to play football. I really don't understand people like that, or if they want to be in the cover of the paper, of the news, or they want a new jobs or whatever.
Is it jealousy as well, perhaps, that you're still playing and still in the Man United?
Probably, because he finished his career with 30s. So I'm still playing high level. I'm not gonna say that I'm looking better than him, which is true, but but
that is inarguable. I mean, there's no contest.
It's hard to listen that kind of criticize and negative about people who play with you. For example, Gary Neville as well.
Yeah, I mean, Gary Neville, you blanked him the other day on the pitch, and he looked quite upset actually, because he obviously likes being your friend. But he's been pretty critical of you as well. When you
people can have his own opinion, but they don't really know what's going on. For example, inside the training ground and Carrington area, or even my life, they should listen not only one point of view. They have to listen my point of view as well, because it's easy to criticize, but if you don't know the whole story, it's easy, you know. But it's, as I say before, it's part.
Are they still friends of yours, or do you have a line where
they are not my friends? They are colleagues. We play together. They're not coming. We not have a dinner together, for example. But as I told you, Pierce, before, it's part of my journey. They keep criticizing me, negativism every time. So I continue my trip, and I have to catch up the people who like me.
Some of your ex-colleagues have been incredibly supportive. Rio Ferdinand has always got your back. Roy Keane always has your back. Whatever happens, he's always supported you and has continued to do so. Does that mean a lot to you?
It means a lot, because I was in the dressing room with them. They are part of my journey in football as well. As I mentioned many times, Roy Keane for me was my best captain ever. Rio Ferdinand helped me a lot. He was my neighbor, I was his neighbor. So very, very good guys. Not just because they speak good about me, but they was there in the dressing room. They are football players. They know how players thinking and the behaves, etc. And to listen ex-colleagues or teammates to criticize you when they always see one point of view.
Do you feel a bit betrayed when they do that? Because you played together.
It's easy to criticize. I don't know if they have a job in television that they must criticize to be more famous. I really don't understand.
Do you think they use your name a bit to get attention?
I think they take advantage of that because they are not stupid. And I really understand, and I have to carry on with my life with criticize or when the people speak good about you. But it's hard when you see people who was in the dressing room with you criticize you in that way.
It must hurt you.
It's not good. Yes, I did, but not hard. I'm not gonna be more slim. I'm not gonna sleep bad because of the criticize. But it's not good to listen that.
Disappointing.
A little bit, yes, disappointing.
Do you have more pounds in the bank or more Instagram followers?
It's a good question. Probably similar, I don't know. Probably similar.
I'm just trying to work out how Wayne Rooney could hate you even more, and probably that's the answer.
Well, not only him. Imagine the rest of the rats, they're gonna criticize me too. But it's good to be still number one. If you see something that make me happy too, if you see Forbes magazine, every year I'm in the top of the list, so it's not by coincidence too.
But knowing you, it's not the money so much, it's just you want to be at the top, right? I mean, that's what, I think what drives you. Someone said to me, what drives Cristiano Ronaldo? I don't think it's money, I think it's being the best, beating people. It's that competitive streak.
The records, the adrenaline. But Piers, let's be honest, the last years the football changed. I see football now as a business, to be honest. Sometimes Georgian have an expression that I don't understand. They treat you players like a piece of meat. I say yes, you say everything is true. When they want you, when they count with you, they give you everything. When they don't, they try to make a hard life to you. I see football the last years as a business. I saw many things that I'm disappointed. The passion for the game is still intact, but in the same way, I saw other things as well, which is surprised me, but in the same way, it's part of the business, because if you see the world, how it is in the moment, it's all business. Everyone takes on itself, they are more individual.
Well, you become a commodity then, where if you can sell record number of shirts in 24 hours, great, right? But if suddenly the team isn't performing well and they need someone to blame, it looks to me like at Manchester United, the default position is it's got to be Cristiano's fault.
Exactly, it's always my fault. The problem is always me. I look like I'm the black sheep, right, which is I don't like. If you do it good or if you do bad, they're always going to find some criticize. Even in the national team, the last 3 months, as I told you before, the criticism was so bad. I mean, not only in football way, but professional and family way as well, which surprised me a lot. Look like I was a bad guy, which is not true. People have to listen from my mouth the real facts as well. This is why I give this interview, because I think it's the right time to speak out of my mind, which is what they say the last 4 or 5 months is completely garbage. I'm not going to say 100%, but 99% it was garbage. People say false things or lie things.
Which things have annoyed you the most?
Family issues.
I want to talk about one in particular on that, which is when you were late back for the pre-season training. A lot of speculation, because you'd said several weeks before that you wanted to play Champions League football and that you were maybe looking for another option because it didn't look like United would get to play Champions League.
Let's make my points. For example, the pre-season moment, and after you mentioned